casual eye, this road leads into a stately mansion set in a forest glade. To the people of nearby East Grinstead, an old English town set in its ways, it's a source of irritation and trouble. And as far as the British government is concerned, St. Hill Manor is a haven for sinister cultists who prey on the unwary and bilk the gullible. Whatever it is, the manor is also world headquarters for Scientology, the brainchild of a one-time science fiction writer, L for Lafayette, Ron Hubbard, who has been barred from Britain and who is said by some to be living on a yacht now moored off Tunisia. And what is Scientology? Good question. I put it to Jane Kember, who with David Gaiman, a one-time real estate agent, is a spokesman for the school.
We address the being or the spirit or the soul, whatever you wish to say the person is, and we raise or help that person to raise their level of awareness spiritually. And the more aware the individual becomes of himself and of others and of the environment, the more able he is to handle the environment, himself and others.
The organization claims members in most Western countries, including Canada, and 16,000 in Britain alone. They pay anything from a few cents for literature written by Hubbard to hundreds of dollars for the right to attend classes at the manor. To people who live near the manor, Scientology is a pain in the neck.
I'm sure there's something sinister about it. For instance, some of the techniques they have of teaching.
Such as?
Well, for instance, on this driveway just down here, we hear this shouting, that's indoctrination, I suppose they call it, where these two people will sit on two chairs opposite one another, and a man or the woman will have a small object in his hand. He will pick this up. While he's doing so, he will shout in a very loud voice, "Stand up, sit down, thank you. Stand up, thank you. Sit down, thank you." This will sometimes go on for as much as 2 to 3 hours.
Do you really think that they're trying to take over the world?
Yes, I do.
I think the whole thing is just a confidence trick.
Businesses in nearby East Grinstead who balk at helping the Scientologists or who speak ill of them have been declared out of bounds. But for some citizens, the cult hits home in a more personal way. Mrs. Helen Waitman says it turned her son against her.
Well, he simply announced that he was a Scientologist now and he wouldn't be living at home anymore. And he went.
Beneath these stones, the ashes of 3 people believed to have been witches and burned to death in 1556. The Scientologists of 1968 say that they too are the subject of a witch hunt. The good burghers of East Grinstead say they don't go that far, but if they had their way, the Scientologists would move to greener pastures. Ron Chester, CBC News, East Grinstead.